This isn't the usual. It's not the same old, same old. It's an adventure. A chance to rediscover excitement. To remember what your heart beats louder for. This isn't the usual. It's so much more. Your experience starts at OntarioRacing.com.
Scott McEneny knows a thing or two about grooming professional athletes. His son Austin plays in the ECHL for the Brampton Beast, and Scott is coming off another successful season, earning close to $750,000. I'm Jaimi MacDonald at Classy Lane Training Center, catching up with Scott as he embarks on his 2019 season. Thanks for having us here today, Scott.
No problem.
So looking back on your 2018 season, who were you most impressed with?
There's a couple trotters I had. Cool Clifford, he come around at the end of the year, which I thought he would get better towards the end. Lifetime Royalty was a little bit of a disappointment, but he shows me some talent for this year. And it was just a mediocre year. You know, some of them were lame and just didn't perform like I thought they would. So, you know, just got to move on, and hopefully they turn out this year.
And Big Thong came out as a 3-year-old. You had a fairly successful year.
Yeah, she wasn't bad. She come real good at the end of the year there, and then we sold her for some decent money. So she almost, for what we paid for her, she grinded out $300,000. So it worked out good for us.
When you're purchasing yearlings coming into this 2019 season, what physical traits do you look for in the sales ring?
Well, you know, everybody, you know, want good confirmation, but I got to buy some with some faults because I don't pay a lot of money for them. So I try to get them, you know, at a reasonable price. So you just look at their attitudes, you know, when you're looking at them and stuff like that. And, you know, I don't have a problem with a small horse. I've had a lot of small horses that make a lot of money, so I'm okay that way.
And 6 of your 7 yearlings you purchased last year are OSS eligible. What makes you come back to this program year after year?
Well, I think we got a great program. We, you know, we go for good money. Everything's close by. You know, a lot of the horse races are right at Mohawk, so. And we have two different divisions that we could go for just to make money. So, and it's close. I don't have to go across the border, and it's a lot expensive when you go across there.
And looking at the 2 divisions, grassroots and gold, how do you decide and when do you decide which 2-year-olds are going to go in what division?
Well, they probably do it on their own. The first couple starts, they tell you where they're going to be. But, you know, you always hope you're having a gold horse. But, you know, if you can have a real good grassroots horse, you can still grind out some money.
And how do you keep them all interested throughout the winter?
You know what? We go in sets of 3s. You know, just trying to keep warm and do the days when you get good weather, and we've had some bad weather this winter.
And do you have any surprises out of your group so far?
I have a couple. I have an Andover Hall colt that I bought. He's a pretty nice colt. I'm pretty happy with him. And actually, I raised the mother and had one of the foals out of him that done me really good. So he could be something special down the road. I'm kind of high on him.
Let's talk about some of your 2-year-olds. You have a Bettors Delight filly, Hidden View. Did your success training Bettors Delight have an impact on this purchase?
Yeah, I mean, I always buy usually 1 or 2 Bettors Delights. I've had some really good luck with them down the road, and she's an average small filly, fairly correct, and some pedigree as well. She's a nice filly. She's just a little skittyish and looks at a lot of stuff. But Bettors Delight did the same thing when he was training down and racing. So, but she seems like a nice filly. She's got a little go to her.
Your Andover Hall colt, Wholesome Hanover.
Yeah, he's pretty nice. He's a nice big colt. I was surprised I got him that cheap. I guess because he's probably 12th foal maybe out of the mare. But I did good when I bought a filly off that family before for $8,000. She made me $200, so I kind of went back to the well.
She's Kadabra Cool, a filly by Kadabra, $70,000 at Lexington.
Yeah, she's a full sister to Cool Clifford that I have that turned around at the end of the year, and she's got great conformation and everything like that. And she's not a bad filly too. She's probably going to come a little later.
This next one, 3 Tiaras, was an embryo transfer. So she's a Mach 3 filly, $13,000. You got her.
Yeah, I really like this filly. She's a nice big filly. You would see her on the track, you'd think she's 4. She's out of a good family. I think nobody looked at her because she was an embryo. But she's pretty correct, and she's probably one of my best fillies.
Passion and Pearls filly by Big Jim.
I love this filly at the sale. She looks like a colt. She's got a big ass end on her, and she's going along really good. She's a little on the lazy side, but she's got a nice gait to her.
Thinking Out Loud filly Loud Jet.
Yeah, I kind of like this filly at the sale. She went really cheap, and I thought she went cheaper than what she did. She's got a really good family. She was a little on the small side, but she's starting to grow up, and she goes along all right.
You have another Bettors Delight here, a colt this time, Better Be Swift.
Yeah, this colt can go fast, but you don't want to look at him going slow. He's not a pretty horse going slow, but going fast, he looks a lot better.
Royalty for Life filly, Royal Vista.
Yeah, this filly's pretty nice. She's got no end to her at the end of the mile. She's still going forward, and she can go right with my trotting colt there, so I'm pretty high on her too.
If you were 20 years old, who would win at one-on-one between you and your son Austin?
Definitely Austin, because I can't skate.
How many times have you won at Roll Up the Rim this year?
0. I don't drink coffee.
Your favorite singer or band?
I'm going to say Queen. After watching that movie, I love them songs.
Have you ever met someone famous?
I met Dougie Gilmore. I actually played golf with him one time. He was awesome. Great guy.
What's your favorite dream car?
I'm going to say a Ferrari.
And if you could watch the Leafs play anywhere, where would it be?
Well, definitely Vegas, but I got to stay for a week. It can't just be for one day.
And if you could go anywhere in the world, where would that be?
I'm going to say Ireland. My dad was from there, so I've never been there, so I wouldn't mind going there.
Thanks for having us here today, Scott, and good luck in your 2019 season with your 2-year-olds in training.
Oh, thanks very much. I'm glad you came.
Harness Racing Update is the sport's most comprehensive and trusted news source and the fastest growing publication in the game. HRU has you covered with award-winning features and commentary from some of the sport's best writers. Stellar photography, race news, results, entries, handicapping, and video replays. The industry's most comprehensive sales results, and Harness Racing's best reader feedback section. And it's all delivered free of charge to your email box multiple times each week. See why HRU is the most trusted news source of the sport's most important people from all facets of the industry. Subscribe today for free. To subscribe, just go to harnessracingupdate.com and then click subscribe for free.